In January 1864, a firearms factory in Virginia, USA began producing a special weapon known as the Coal Torpedo. This explosive device was referred to as a torpedo at the time, which was a common term used in the United States for various explosive weapons such as torpedoes and landmines. The Coal Torpedo not only saw action during the American Civil War, but was also used in World War II and the Vietnam War. During the steam engine era, coal was an important fuel widely used in industry, transportation, and daily life. Steam locomotives and steamships in particular relied heavily on coal. Coal was the most suitable fuel available at the time due to its small size, high heat output, low cost, and abundant supply. Therefore, it was a strategic resource that naturally attracted attention. The Coal Torpedo was a very simple weapon, essentially an explosive disguised as a lump of coal. The goal was to infiltrate enemy coal supplies, as these torpedoes would be distributed among different steam locomotives and ships' cargo holds. If undetected, they would be placed in the burning chambers of the steam engines and detonated to cause damage. This weapon was designed by Captain Thomas Edgeworth Courtenay and had an irregular cast-iron shell with a thickness of about 1 centimeter. It could hold 3 to 4 ounces, 85–113 grams of gunpowder, sealed with a threaded plug, and then disguised by rolling it in a mixture of melted beeswax and coal ash. The finished product weighed between 1.5 to 2 kilograms. A single coal torpedo was not enough to cause direct lethal damage to a target. Its main function was to damage boilers, which would then cause secondary damage. This damage could be severe, such as derailing trains or causing steam leaks, essentially turning the target area into a high-temperature sauna, spreading panic and chaos. The operational efficiency of this weapon was difficult to evaluate, but its low production cost made it an attractive option. Once successfully infiltrated into enemy supplies, the timing and location of the detonation were unknown. The value of the targets affected varied, and the enemy had difficulty locating and identifying them. However, under certain circumstances, they could be deployed against specific targets. Following the destruction caused by these torpedoes, it was difficult for the enemy to trace and investigate the source of the attacks, as the coal would be innocently added to the boilers, making it challenging to discover where it had come from. During the American Civil War, many pieces of equipment were destroyed by coal torpedoes, including several ships that suffered from their explosive damage. This may have included the Greyhound, which served as a waterborne headquarters. Many people were affected by various acts of destruction, such as when a gunboat was damaged, resulting in scalding steam injuring dozens of people and claiming several lives. Some sabotage attempts failed, mainly due to the enemy's possession of intelligence information, allowing for the preemptive elimination of the weapons. By World War II, the Coal Torpedo was still being manufactured and used by countries such as the United States and Germany. Of course, these countries gave it new names and filled it with more powerful explosives, but its essence remained largely unchanged. It continued to be a specialized, destructive weapon, with the German army hoping to use special agents to place these weapons to disrupt Allied power plants and merchant ships. The U.S. military also used similar equipment during the Vietnam War, aiming to disrupt railroad transportation. The Coal Torpedo not only appeared in real-life conflicts, but also made its way into a few novels and films. However, its notoriety remains relatively small, with the vast majority of people unaware of the existence of such a peculiar weapon.